Ley lines have been a contentious issue for decades. Archaeologists and scientists have long disbelieved that our ancestors placed sacred sites in straight lines, like these two standing stones at Dunruchen Moor near Comrie, and stone circles. This 10-stone circle at Nate Castle near Crieff is a typical example. Castles were also included. This is Edinburgh Castle and Stirling Castle and Dumbarton Castle. These are just a few of the ancient burial grounds of Perthshire, which are situated on crossing ley lines from these volcanic plugs. I have walked the leys shown in the box before I discovered them. Sometimes sacred sites were placed in meteorite craters, like this Bandavra temple in Baran. Two Irish round towers were also placed in a line with the volcanic plug of Ailsa Craig. This is Abernethy Round Tower near Perth. Burial grounds were one of the most important elements of the system, such as this mausoleum at Auchtertyre near Crieff. Churches, cathedrals and royal palaces were built in ley lines from volcanic plugs much later. It took me over 8 years of walking across the hills of Highland Perthshire, summer and winter, to rediscover the ancient technology our remote ancestors used to construct the ley line system across Scotland. This was a hard, difficult series of walks, well over 3,000 miles. As you can see in this picture of Glen Lednock, and looking north from Knock Crieff in Perthshire, it is a beautiful but very rough country with thick heather to impede my research. It is little wonder that our present science-based culture finds it so difficult to understand the concept of ley lines, as this immensely complex system, using completely natural energies, was harnessed by our ancestors using the most basic of tools, and furthermore, they could sense these same energies by using divining rods, an art despised by most scientists who do not realize that the divining rods are linked to the most sophisticated computer in the world, the human brain. The energy they use is completely natural from volcanic faults, plugs and dikes. In a later presentation I will show how royalty used the powerful energies from volcanic plugs which Stirling, Dumbarton and Edinburgh castles sit upon. The most important sacred sites, like Iona Abbey, the birthplace of Christianity in Europe, were carefully placed between 2 and sometimes even 3 very powerful volcanic anomalies, which act like huge standing stones, to send streams of energy across the country. This knowledge is still being used by some secret societies. In the case of Iona Abbey, you can see it being placed on the island Iona between the energy coming from Fingal's Cave on the island of Staffa, right through to La Palma de Gran Canaria and the Canary Islands. If you have any doubts about the reality of ley lines, this illustration of the capital cities of the United Kingdom should change your mind. Here we have Edinburgh, the capital of Scotland, seen here with its parliament, Holyrood at the apex, built between the 2 volcanic plugs of Arthur's Seat and Calton Hill. The siting of this parliament at this position was extremely controversial, not to mention expensive, but some secret society insisted that it had to be placed on that point. Cardiff, capital of Wales, is exactly on the same longitude to the south, and London at the same latitude as Cardiff. This was discovered by Robin Heath and is in his book PowerPoints. He found that this triangle has sides of 5, 12 and 13. It is aligned to the cardinal points of the compass and is similar to the basic plan view of Stonehenge. Every standing stone has been carefully placed over a geological fault or underground stream. These transmit telluric energy to the surface, which a standing stone captures and, just like a prism, transmits a wide stream of energy from its flat face. The wavelength from standing stones, as seen on the plan view on the ground, is about 2 to 3 meters, very similar to the energy from volcanic plugs, and crosses the country as a straight line, more correctly a stream, quite oblivious to the terrain. Each wave is a standing wave and does not oscillate from side to side. This is the most simple type of divining rod, a length of heavy-duty fence wire, or even wire coat hangers, about 14 inches long, with 5 inches bent over to form a handle. Handles can be made from lengths of wood dowel, and the ends can be made safe by covering them with roll plugs or sticky tape. To use these, hold just one in your prominent hand, as in this illustration, point slightly below the horizontal, and walk across the flat face of a standing stone, although you can find similar energies from your local electric substation or cell phone tower. These radiate out very similar waves, but they appear to be formed of alternating positive and negative signs, which can be found with your black or white divining rod. Paint one rod black to emphasize that you're looking for unhealthy energy, or if you're looking for healthy energy, use a divining rod painted white, or even hold something of the required color in your free hand. Command your divining rod to follow just one wave. You will probably find that the rod wavers lightly as it encounters each wave, which are very close together. As your divining rod turns away from the stone, follow it carefully, and you will find it making a sinuous path as in this illustration. Hold the handle as loosely as possible and keep moving. When you stop moving, the rod will stop as well. To begin with, you will find the movement is very weak, but after a short time, you'll find that your ability will increase. It may help if you rub the rod briskly with your free hand. This is the volcanic island of Staffa. The Vikings named it Pillar Island, so called because of its vertical columns of basalt, and it emits a powerful wide lay across mainland Scotland, passing through many Campbell burial grounds and a few other castles to the curious fairy stone of the Cailleach. Cailleach is Gaelic for the old woman, and her husband, the Botach, is the old man. They are situated in secluded Glen Cailleach, Perthshire. You can just make out the eyes, nose and mouth in the Cailleach here. They are all water-worn boulders taken from the nearby tumultuous river and now have 5 children. The lay passes on to a curious split rock, the praying hands of Mary, seen here looking east towards Staffa. And now to the west, onto Cairn na Marav, the cairn of the dead in Fortingal, where most of the population were hurriedly buried in this reused Bronze Age tumulus following the bubonic plague of the 14th century. Further on this lay is the burial ground of Fortingal with its 2,000-year-old yew tree. Here you can see a cut-marked stone in the annex. These cut-marked stones or petroglyphs are very important and will be explained in a further presentation. The lay stream travels on to a group of stone circles at Fortingal. One is an 8-stone circle with another nearby recumbent stone circle. The third circle is believed to be the ruined remains of yet another recumbent stone circle. To the east, this lay terminates at Croftmorrig stone circle, its first construction being of timber at around 3000 BC. This book explains for the first time how these ley lines were constructed, and their purpose? It was to focus natural telluric energy through their dead in the pre-Reformation burial ground. For more information, see my books, Ley Lines and Earth Energies, and also Ley Lines of the United Kingdom and United States of America. My website is www.leyman.space. Leyman is spelled Ley-Man.